Good day everyone. In this video, you will get to understand the principles behind the teaching and learning of mother tongue-based multilingual education. Knowing the principles behind the teaching and learning the MTB-MLE is like understanding the reason why you are doing the things that you do in life. For example, I am eating vegetables, fruits, and other healthy foods in addition to regular exercise because I believe this makes me achieve my fitness goals. This provides me well-balanced nutrients necessary for my fitness goal. Same with the MTB-MLE. There are underlying beliefs or principles on how and why it is taught in the primary years of education. We will get to examine these 8 principles into details. Let's start with the principle number 1, which is known to the unknown. Learning requires meaning. We learn when we use what we already know to help us understand what is new. According to Isabel, the most important single factor influencing learning is what the learner already knows. This means that teachers must start with what the learners already know about a topic and use that to introduce the new concept. In addition, second language learners use what they know in their own language to help develop other languages. As a result, teachers must develop an awareness of how the first language works to support learning the second and third language. The second principle is language and academic development. Students with well-developed skills in their first language have been shown to acquire additional languages more easily and fully, and that in turn has a positive impact on academic achievement. With this, it is highly recommended that teachers continue the oral development of first language and begin reading in their mother tongue to strengthen second and third language learning, as well as academic achievement across the curriculum. Now, the third principle emphasizes cognitive development. In this principle, students who use their multilingual skills have been shown to develop both cognitive flexibility and divergent thinking. That is why it is necessary to continue developing critical thinking in the mother tongue as well as in the second and third language. Additionally, when we truly learn something, we can explain it, apply it, analyze it, evaluate it, and use it to create new ideas and information. As a result, in all subjects, teachers must focus on activities that build understanding and that encourage students to apply, analyze, and evaluate what they have learned to create new knowledge. This time, the fourth principle brings us to discovery learning. A person learns when someone who already understands the new idea or task helps him to discover the new idea and then use it meaningfully. So, it is necessary for teachers to find out what the students already know about a topic, then provide activities that let them use their knowledge to learn the new concept or task. The fifth principle gives importance to active learning. Children learn best through peer interactions in which they work together creatively to solve problems. With this, it is beneficial to do most class activities in teams or pairs, encourage students to talk with each other, and compare ideas in order to solve problems. In addition, young children gain confidence in learning a new language when they begin with hear, see, do. In other words, they are immersed in a total physical response activities. Lastly, talking helps us make sense of new ideas and information, which is why teachers have to provide plenty of opportunities for students to work in teams, sharing and comparing their ideas. With active learning comes next is the sixth principle, which is meaning and accuracy. Successful learning involves hearing, speaking, reading, and writing activities that focus on both meaning and accuracy. So, it is necessary to include plenty of activities that focus on both meaning and accuracy. This time, the seventh principle talks about language learning or the language transfer. We learn a new language best when the learning process is non-threatening and meaningful, and when we take small steps that help us gain confidence in our ability to use the language meaningfully. So, we must begin the second language learning time by focusing on hear, see, do activities that enable students to build up their listening vocabulary before they are expected to talk. Moreover, research in second language acquisition indicates that it takes a minimum of 2 years to learn basic communicative skills in a second language when society supports that learning. And meanwhile, it takes 5 years or more to learn enough language for learning complex academic concepts. Lastly, errors are normal, part of second language learning. Second language learners benefit from opportunities to receive feedback in a respectful and encouraging way. It is helpful when teachers respond first to the content of what the student is saying or writing, focusing on 1 or 2 errors at a time. The 8th principle is effective component, which is valuing home language and culture. Valuing students with talents in their home language more powerfully enables learning than just valuing learners of English whose home language is irrelevant to academic success. In this premise, it is highly needed that learners are encouraged when they know they are valued in a classroom and their language and heritage are seen as resources. Moreover, children from ethno-linguistic language groups thrive in a welcoming environment in which teachers and peers value them as a positive presence in the classroom and the school. So, it is important to encourage their use of their first language, provide books, visual representations, and concrete objects that reflect their backgrounds and interests. To recap, these are the 8 principles behind the teaching and learning in MTB-MLE. As you will walk the path of a primary teacher, you have to always remember and put these into your heart as you will teach your students to become a lifelong learner.